Alright, I decided to make an updated video of how to plumb a gas soft wash system. Now this is going to apply to pretty much every gas soft wash system because they're all going to have an inlet, an outlet, and a bypass. So you have your inlet here, which is 1 inch. This is a Comet P40, by the way. And then you're going to have your outlet, which is going to be 3/4, and then your bypass, which is going to be 1/2 inch. Now you're just going to have to use a little bit of common sense. Each gas soft wash system has different sizes as far as inlet, outlet, and your bypass, so you're just going to have to work accordingly. So as far as installation is concerned, this is how I have mine set up. I have a T coming off my tank. I have a 525 gallon tank because the other side feeds my pressure washer. So if you don't have a feed going to 2 different systems at the same time, then you only need 1 outlet. So what I have here is a 2 inch to 1 inch reducer. Then I have a 1 inch male barbed T going to a 1 inch male to barb. Okay, then that goes into a 1 inch spa check valve. On the other end of that spa check valve, I have a 1 inch male to male threaded adapter that goes into a 1 inch regular ball valve, just a standard ball valve. On the other end of the ball valve, I have a 1 inch male to male threaded adapter going into a 1 inch banjo filter. Coming off the banjo filter, I have a 1 inch male to female adapter that goes into a 1 inch male to female elbow. Okay, now your fittings are probably going to be different than mine. It's just how you have yours set up and where it's located. Going from there, I have a 1 inch male threaded to barb going to 1 inch hose. Everything is 1 inch. Going from there, I have a 1 inch female barb T. Okay, so you have the female here, and then you have barbs on each side. From there, I have a 1 inch to 1/2 inch reducer. From there, I have a 1/2 inch 90-degree barb. This is for my bypass. Okay, I have 25 feet of bypass hose, so that way you can be off the trigger for a longer period of time, so that way you don't overheat the pump when you're off the trigger. Going from there, I have a 1 inch hose going to another 1 inch female barb T. From there, it'll go to your inlet side. Now going off of this barb T, I have a 1 inch check valve. Now the purpose of having both of these check valves is so that way I don't have bleach going back into my water and vice versa. I don't want water going back into my bleach tank. From here, after your 1 inch check valve, I have a 1 inch Hayward flow actuating valve. Okay, this is like a metering valve. It's not a regular ball valve. From there, trying to get over here, I have a 1 inch male to barb fitting, and I have a hose that goes into my remote valve. Now I built this remote valve. It's a 2-way T-jet remote valve. Now if you're not going to be using a remote valve, then you would just basically go from here straight into your chemical tank. But the way I have mine set up is I have a 1 inch T-jet remote valve that I installed with a remote box that I built. Okay, so when I use my system, I go ahead and turn my dial to how much bleach I want. All right, and then when I want bleach, I go ahead, turn the box on, and I activate. Okay, and that'll give me my bleach. When I'm done, I just hit the off button. This way I don't have to go back and forth to shut my valve off. Okay, I have a 3-way banjo valve right here. This is a manual valve. So that way when I'm done, when I have this down in the down position, I get bleach. When I flip it up, I have a hose that I can just put in a bucket of water, and that will flush out all the bleach that was in here all the way to the valve, and it also flushes out the pump. All right. So this is my new updated video on how to install a gas software system.